Hakeem Ogis, both these players recently made their T20 internationals debut against Nepal. Had a very exciting one-day international debut. Amiru Django against this opposition. Many of us would remember that innings, a sensational 100 at Warner Park in St. Kitts in the final ODI. West Indies were chasing upwards of 300. Incredible innings, first time out.
The fielders, they'll be looking for the second, but a good throw in denies the second, as it is about grabbing those opportunities. Hakeem Ogis, one of the three changes for West Indies, throwing the ball in. Django has done that in the past, in getting the opportunity in this third and final T20I of the Dutch Bangla Bank series. We're looking to make the most of it. Close it down. Nicely cut, but there's a sweeper. The 4 singles in this one. It's 43 for 1 Bangladesh. Romario Shepherd and Akil Hussain, with Gudakesh Moti and Roshan Chase, bring in all the experience and the wickets. He's at times guilty of being expensive as Romario Shepherd, but he got 3 important wickets in the second T20I, the match-winning gauze.
They're carrying into the attack, replacing another left-hand orthodox, Akil Hussain. Yeah, what I liked about the West Indies so far in the series is their adaptability and flexibility with their bowling efforts. So they don't have a preconceived notion as to exactly what they want to do, who bowls which particular over. They seem to adapt to the situation in front of them. So they started with a couple of seamers on occasions. They started with 1 spin, 1 seam. And I really like that type of approach. So the opposition team don't necessarily telegraph what you're doing. And then also the confidence to play similar bowling types. So 3 left-hand orthodox, as mentioned before, in the 11th tonight. Not often do you see that in international cricket. So each of them with their idiosyncrasies. This is in there. Fielder settles, fielder takes the catch. Gudakesh Moti with the catch in the deep, a rocket out, and the captain has to go.
And the move the West Indies captain chose in introducing Kerry Pierre has worked. The left-arm spinner temptingly done that by bowling that one short one, and then deep mid-wicket, another left-arm spinner, and Gudakesh Moti, who completes the catch. They've got the breakthrough. The Bangladesh captain has to go back to the dressing room. He's gone for 6 of 9. Bangladesh 44 for 2. Four changes in the Bangladesh side today. That enforces a change in the batting order. That brings in Saif Hassan in at 4. 450s, best of 69. Been batting well in recent times. Change in the batting order. It's a different role to play today. They'll have to start this partnership with Tanzit Tamim.
A good start from Gary Pierre. The length important. Not too full for him to smash it. And not too short either. Doesn't hit the middle of the bat and straight to the fielder. And that's what you want when you're starting your spell. Economical, but if you get a wicket, that's a bonus. Movement early to off-put the bowler. He's only managed to find Gunakesh Moti in the deep. Disappointing series with the bat from the captain. Let's have one more then.
Quick delivery. Good over from Gary Pierre. It's 45 for 2 Bangladesh. A bit of batting to follow for Bangladesh in Shakir Ali, Nurul Hassan and Rishad. And the striker tells you the kind of innings they prefer to play, make quick runs in quick time. Ideal and ideally they need these sort of batters, a foundation to capitalize on. To lay that foundation, Bangladesh will be dependent on Saif Hassan and Tanzit and Tamim. Roston Chase back into the attack. Long on and long off, along with deep mid-wicket and deep square leg in place. But you've come here, you've played here, you've played BPL. When Rampur were crowned the champions, back again for the country. Hope you had a good time overall in Dhaka and Chittagong.
It's been good once again. Shamanur, a different perspective this time around, looking from a different lens. Won the international series in Dhaka. It was a new experience for me on that particular surface. This one here, more balanced, there's something in it for the batters as well as the bowlers. West Indians are trying to exact a measure of revenge from what they suffered last time around when Bangladesh toured the West Indies. West Indies won that one international series, but then lost the T20Is 3-0. This time around, Bangladesh winning the ODI series and West Indies taking the T20 international series.
Change of angle slows it down also. There's Roston Chase. So having Badri alongside, just want to pick your brain on how much do you believe in matchups? It was, the reason I asked this is because it was Romario Shepherd who got Tanzit Tamim wide, signaled to wide. Tanzit Tamim both the T20Is.
Yeah, I think there is some merit in it, but I also think that at times captains and teams put too much emphasis on it. And that's connected. And that's another rocket six all the way into the stands. Finally. Brings up the 50 for Bangladesh.
Brings up the 50 in style by exciting the crowd. Launched on the runway. Into the stands. Oh, eye-catching. He plays that shot. Counter-attack and then some responsibility taken in matching it for a single. 10 runs, good one for Bangladesh, 55 for 2. That's a beautiful delivery from Pierre.
Yeah, the pace is what is commendable, not trying to move too quickly, looking to get that away spin from the right-handed side. I like the way he's operated so far in his second over. He's very both his pace and his length quite well. The discussion there from the umpire as to where he's finishing, but he's round the wicket, looking to give it a rip.
He punched for a single. Saif Hassan celebrated his 27th birthday yesterday, making it memorable by scoring much more and lifting his side a respectable total on the board. That's it. Also, a player who's been in very good form and took responsibility after the second T20I. Felt that he should have stayed, took the team over the line. In the slot, catch it as the call. He's hit it straight. Two straight, one bounce, second bounce, over the boundary for Nexus Bay 4.
Yeah, you were just asking about matchups. This one here is a favourable matchup for the batter. Left-hand orthodox coming into him, maybe a little bit too full and wide from Gary Pierre, so allows him to swing the arm nicely. Gets it straight enough to beat Ruffman all down in the deep. After the next couple of deliveries, it will be an opportunity to reset with the Tringsburg.
Shot. Brilliant from Duncan Dummy. Lands in the stands. It's a biggie. It's a rocket six.
Yeah, they needed desperately an over like this. 11 from it so far, one delivery remaining. I mentioned the impending water break. You've done well in the over. How do you play that final delivery? Do you keep going? Sometimes as a batter, that momentum comes in and it's difficult to reel it in. 4 rocket sixes so far.
Needs to finish well, does Pierre. Slot, but straight. Long off will cut it off. The 12 runs of the 10th, beg your pardon, 67 for 2 Bangladesh.
The Dutch Bangla Banter T20 International. Bangladesh skipper winning the toss, deciding to bat, but hasn't really worked out the manner he'd have liked. Lost a couple of wickets, including the captain, but now some recovery from this pair. Right, Bangladesh has got a lot of lovely places to go and visit, and one of them are the Bandaban.
In this land, mornings are woven with the song of nature, a serenity that touches the soul. In the clouds, unique cuisine tells emotional stories. Faces offer friendly warmth. This is where hospitality is beyond words.
Scenic beauty in the Bandhaban, and that's impressive bowling by the West Indies today. They've mixed it with the pace and spin to start off with, been quite parsimonious, and a couple of important wickets halfway through. They've managed to restrict Bangladesh to 67 for 2. Very good evening from Ismaru.
Evening, Shamim. Evening, everyone. Tanzil and Tamim have been in super form. Some of the sixes have been magnificent. Akil Hossain, shot, and again, Kerry Perry. As soon as the ball reaches the eye level or the length shot, he has been superb. Striking the ball for a guy who's not so big physically. He dunks the ball and he hits a long ball. Certainly carrying on the good form. 61 in the last game, 41 of 32. Certainly he has to play the anchor role now. He's got a good start, now keep on going.
Absolutely, and this is him versus spin. In this series, you can see very strong on the leg side. He likes to just pull the ball square of the wicket, play it down the line in the V on the leg side. So the bowlers will do well to just to read that and try to cramp him or try to induce him to play shots outside the off stump. Looking around, you said he looks quite frail, but he really packs a punch. But you're absolutely right, needs to bat deep into the innings. Here's to Mario Shepherd. Oh, that's the offside. Enticement I talked about, and it was there from the bowler.
Not too sure what was spoken during the water break. Pretty sure the line of aggression straight away. I think the idea was to go over Bidoff since the Bidoff is in the circle. But there's a saying that soon after a water break, you don't want to take a risk. Just little time, especially once you're a settled batter.
Well, he guides it nicely, and it's going to be wide of the 2 fielders. Bisects that deep third and deep point for Nexus Bay 4.
Just fresh from completing 1,000 runs in his career with a 9 Bangladeshi batter, and that was a good shot. Playing on top of the bounce, making sure he found the gap. There was 2 fielders behind square in the offside. Bisected the gap perfectly. Pure timing and placement by Tanzil.
And that's what he's got to do. There will be good deliveries. There will be a little bit of enticement. 1,012 runs, that's what he's already got. He'd like to get some more, particularly in this very important game from the Bangladeshi perspective. And his favorite area, he smashed that. Wow, that stood up to be hit, and he applies. They were crashing away to the boundary for an Nexus Bay 4.
But nothing delivery. Off cutter set up beautifully. And when you bowl a cutter into the pitch, to settle better, you've got to put much more effort and you've got to get the height as well. That was a freebie. With back-to-back boundaries, Tanzil moves on to 49.
Yeah, he's on 49, but he will have to be wary. He's done the hard work. He's picked on the bad balls. Sure that plays the ball to his mallet and doesn't get carried away. Nice. That is very, very good. That single gets him his 50. And what a well-compiled 50. Thanks, the Almighty. The crowd are happy. The dugout is happy. He needs to carry on.
Back-to-back half centuries. 61 of 48 with 3 sixes and 3 fours in the last game. Tanzil Hasan Tamim brought up his 10th half century in his young career. Batted well for a main reason. I thought Shami was playing the ball on its merit. No slogging, it's proper cricketing strokes. Certainly has been a shining light in this series where the Bangladesh have lost 2-0 already. He has been the standout player for me.
Now, it's uppish, but it's going to fall safe. I think he just aborted. Thought wasn't going to get enough on the bat. The last one really did not go full hog. That might have saved him.
Little Kumar Das, Shakib Al Hasan, the two experienced players on top. And certainly he's in good company. Young career has been striking the ball well. The good thing about Tanzil Hasan Tamim, ever since I've known him, Shamim, that when he gets a start, most of the time he goes and gets a decent score. That's sort of a day-to-day in a must-win game to salvage some pride for Bangladesh.
Oh, that's going to be wide. It is held by umpire Shoykot. Gets that extra ball. What is Tanzil going to do with it? Sometimes you fancy your chances. Already 11 in this over. Might go chasing after that ball.
Ronaldo Shilpert was not happy with Saikot. The decision, I thought, watching it naked eye, that Saikot was perfect there. Missed out in the first game, 15 of 5, and then 61 of 48. It's going really, really well, 50 of 36.
There he goes, just thinking of going on the charge. Squirts it away to deep cover and gets a single to finish. A 12-run over, 79 for 2. Lot of cricket coming up for Bangladesh in the future, near future, with the Irish team coming over for a couple of test matches and 3 T20 internationals. The first test in Sylhet, then in Mirpur, and the 3 T20s here in Chattogram. And those 3 T20s will be the last international T20 series before the World Cup. Gets behind that. It's flying, gone all the way. Oh, he's on the move, and he's getting the sixes quite easily.
Most of the sixers Tanzil Hasan Tamim has smashed in this series have been in the leg side. For this occasion, the ball was way outside the last stump, and that was proper timing. To go a long on straight down the ground. But since the ball was way outside the yaw stump, played through the line, that was the best part about that shot rather than going with the turn towards the leg side. Here comes Gudakesh Moti with a massive 6.
And now this time he goes straighter. That's what you're talking about. Oh, almost a superb catch. But unfortunately, Rahman Powell flows it. And I think that's the third catch drop here. Luck favouring Bangladesh here. Luck favouring Tanzil.
Nice and flat. Actually got a good piece of the willow there. Wasn't sure that Roman Powell knew where the boundary rope was. Probably the third umpire will be asked to come in and just check whether the ball had touched the boundary cushion. But certainly Roman Powell, but he got it covered.
Waits, tries to penetrate that gap behind point. The fielders are alert to that fact. Now there's 8 runs in the first 3 balls, and the bowlers will be trying to bowl wide of the left-handed Tanzil. That is a ploy. Entice them to slice the ball or miss it on the offside. There it is, wide, but too wide. And there's another signal this time from Masadur Rahman.
Gudakesh Moti, with having 5 fielders in the offside, he has no choice but to bowl outside the off stump. But that was too wide.
Returns back enough for him to play it away quietly for an amble single. Good tussle going on. They're trying to outsmart each other. But at the moment, domination for the batters with a bit of luck.
Usually destructive Saif Hasan has been quiet for a while. 11 of 10, just 1 6 in ball. But he's been in the best seat in the house when Tanzil Hasan Tamim is striking at the non-strikers end.
You just don't want to be the best seat in the house. You want to join the house, join the party. He won't hang about too long. A right-hander on strike. What does Moti do? lifting down leg. There is going to be no signal because of something that Pervez Maroof explained to everyone during the pitch report.
Yeah, the protector guide. Something that I'm actually very much happy to see about when it comes to having a leverage to the spinners, especially the fast bowlers.
Just wide of the fielder and deep enough for another single. It's another good over for Bangladesh. 11 from the 12th over. It's 90 for 2. With 8 more overs to go, going at 7.5, Tajid Hasan Tamim looking very comfortable. Needs to carry this deep. He gets Saif Hassan to give him some support in scoring the runs. At 150 lead on, Kumar Dash was saying might be crossed. Lost the chase. Holds the ball a little fuller.
This may be the chance, Saif Hassan, to break the little struggle that's been having in the last few deliveries. Roston Chase, the off spinner going round the wicket. Looking at how Saif Hassan at the crease just getting him up. I think he's looking for the mid-wicket and the long on boundary. And I think he should do it. Because last over, Roston Chase being an off spinner, he should be targeted.
The 3 boundary riders at long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square. But he's changing the fielders around on the offside. It's a deep cover on the offside, on the boundary. He's bowling wide, gets the toe end of the bat, and that's a good stop. Past him, it would have gone for 4.
Nice and full outside the off stump by Roston Chase, taking no chances against the right hand. Car point fielder, I thought he did really well. Saved 3 runs there.
You've seen some drop catches. They really need to lift their fielding. They've got to just try and stem the flow of runs. Catches need to be taken. Maybe a run out here. Put the pressure back on. Make it difficult to score. But at the moment, getting singles is quite simple.
It's good tactic used by Tanzeen. Taking no risk, just taking a single, asking the risk to be taken by the right hand against the off spinner. Always the communication in the middle, especially when you're going decently well. You get to a score of 150, 160, which we feel which a pass score. Change the field by Roston Chase. If the extra cover comes in place. And he's moving this square like a little square and then finer. Suggests to me that's going to be another Yorker being bowled.
Good shot, it's wide. He's lucky to get away with that. I think he had the opportunity, Saif, to smash his way through the covers. Wide gaps, wide of that extra cover fielder. Still 2 runs from the first 4. Toss once again, not the full flurry of the bat.
Using all his experience here, Roston Chase. It's a bluff couple of deliveries before with the ball. Most of us thought that it's going to be full. He bowled it short on this occasion, going nice and full. Don't want to be predictable as a spinner when you're in the firing line against a batter who's trying to line you up. Important last delivery coming up. Just the 3 runs from this over so far.
Short, drags it only into the deep for another single. What an excellent over that is. Just the 4 runs for him. The 50-run partnership comes up. The score is 94 for 2. very crucial partnership here. 50 of 36 balls between Tanzit Tamim and Saif Hassan. They need to carry on. Just paying that respect to a good over in the previous over from Roston Chase. It's been very impressive.
A couple of deliveries were short and full, easily put away. That was a freebie down the leg side, dragging it the leg side, and especially I think Tanzit Hassan Tamim, though he's trying to go towards leg side-ish most often, keeps a good shape. Giving some attention by the physio as well, probably just cramping up. Hopefully not a tear or a strain. And, good player, very good player. More I watch him, more I'm impressed about the young man.
Yes, he's been very good today. Came in, he played nice looking shot, deliberate clip away on that occasion. Whenever it was short, he swiveled around, get enough off the bat and mostly in the meaty part, thumping them down the ground straight as an arrow, the slot speed for the six. Really delight to watch. Needs to carry on. Those are scoring areas. He's just improved on the offside. Around the cover area, 24%, but the onus has been between square leg and the V on the leg side. 44% of the runs coming on that area. Favors it, the bowlers know it, and they have been targeting his offside more often than not. But just keep him a little quiet.
33% of the runs only the offside. Certainly not looking comfortable. Even I was looking at how Tanzit Hassan Tamim in the last over when he was running in between wickets, didn't look that comfortable. Probably a bit of a pull, certainly. I think if you think a pull, stretching it too much is not a good idea. Tanzir Imran opened the batting. Imran missed out as well as Liton Kumar. Saif Hassan, though his contribution only 14, but he's been there a long time for a partnership of 50 in 36 deliveries. Chakar and Nurul, the two nice batters, and the all-rounders, Rishad and Nasul to follow.
Liton Dash will be very, very disappointed. These are the two wickets. That was really off balance. His left leg was away, trying to reach it. Liton continues in his miserable vein of form at the moment. Gone for 6. Hasn't got too many runs in this series, and Bangladesh needed their skipper to lead from the front. Hasn't been the case.
They better keep a close eye on Tanzit Hassan Tamim sprinting now. They can sprint full throttle. Saif Hassan likes to run the first one hard. Maybe that's a discussion that the two batters got to have, just to be on the same page.
Very important point. I think it is noticeable, and he's been there much longer. 43 balls he's faced right from the start of the inning. Saif pressure there with the 16 balls that he's faced. Got to get their communications together when it comes to quick runs.
And also, I mean, maybe Shamim Bigapart, maybe where he's coming, Tanzit Hassan Tamim can just stand in one place and just start swinging the bat, which might work in his way. As they say, a wounded soldier should not be, worried about, or should not be right off about.
No, you can't write off. Everyone's thinking of one name. Mr. Maxwell. Well, let's see what transpires. There's been a pause in play. There will be lapse in concentration. They've got to get the focus back quickly. Tanzit, 62, his highest so far in this series. Oh, nice little turn, but slow enough for him to just adjust and walk across for a single.
I slowed it down. This is good bowling by Akil Hussain at 15 now. Not so far in 2.1 overs. He'll have his work cut out, especially against Tanzit. Saif Hassan not got going yet. Probably thinking just get a single, get the left hand at the strikers end. Akil Hussain, whether it's a new ball or the middle overs, keeps things in control, has lovely varies of pace, uses the angle well. Certainly a good trigger, and can bat as well.
Feel well too, taken some delightful catches also. Very, very good addition to the West Indian side. Effervescent, always keen to go. just for a while. So just can't afford to give a string of low-scoring overs. Has to keep that momentum going. 7.13 at the moment. They may be happy with it, but just need to step on the gas. Backs away. Past fingers, maybe got a bit of finger to it, and they've run the second one quickly.
The groin or the thigh or the hamstring of the non-striker Tanzil is fine. He's ran back for the second run pretty comfortably. How far referred that extra cover by this captain. But certainly look comfortable sprinting, coming back for the second run, Tanzil.
Oh. Has checked the shot in two minds. Whether to go with a stronger shot, change his mind, try to put a dead bat to it.
The mindset for Saif is try and get the left hand at the strikers and does not want to take a chance against the left arm spinner. Almost getting the leading edge back to the bowler.
Just the 3 runs, pressure building, something's got to give. Healy is going to throw caution to the wind. Good bowling, just that